All right, this is Randalicious, and welcome to the 63rd Hexis podcast. Over the last few weeks, we had Hexis podcast had its 3-year anniversary. So happy birthday to us. We came out with a Hexis merch store. Post a link to that in the chat here, and it will be available in the description. If you want to support the podcast and the boys, it's there's a lot of shit on there that you could buy. But let's get it going. I'm Randalicious. I'm leader of Hexis.
I'm sleeping on ice.
Oh, the order was changed. Hi, I'm Abra, new Scuff speedrunner. Oh, I get it. It was a joke.
What? Is it me?
Shut up. I'm tired. Go.
Hey, I'm Froggen. Ichi Froggen. I'm captain of Hexis.
I'm Pot Often, and I'm a Bronze Star in Hexis.
Hello, I'm Zoydberg, and I love ranch.
Well, let's look at some of the things that we talked about. That they talked about on the Q&A over the last 3 weeks. So, one of the things that they had was the data stream. That should be coming soon. Mod Matt K will be hosting it in a few weeks. I think they gave a date, but I completely forgot when it was. And just for example of like some of the data that they have that's available is like how much money per day is spent at the makeover main. So like one thing they said was there's 10 mil GP per day spent at the makeover main. But data stream coming. What's some data stuff you want to see from it?
Probably just gold from other obscure sources that you wouldn't think about, or just like total amounts. Like gold should be in total circulation now. I think like 2 years ago or whatever, it's like 4.4 trill. Maybe some stuff about Slayer, like how many points are used and whatever and tasks, but
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'd like to see, but I just hope it's about as entertaining as it was last time because, we really did build up the hype for the last data stream, and it definitely delivered. It was hilarious.
What were some of the best moments that you can remember from it?
I mean, just the Mod Mac K is famous for his graphs, and he really delivered on them. They were very informative, and I hope he really pulls out the big guns this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with how many people still cut magic trees, like in the woodcutting guild. I
There's
still
quite
see
a
so
bit.
many people
Oh,
cutting
yeah.
magic trees, and it blows my mind how many people do that. So yeah,
Redwoods have got to be more AFK, right?
yeah, they are for sure.
But that money,
What money?
dude, that's what they do it for. I got people who AFK magics for money. I know them.
Ugh.
It's painful.
All right, so some data things that I'd like to see, probably more like Slayer related. I'd like to see how often Blood Velds are killed now compared to what they were before Neve's Cave revamp. I'd like to see the frequency of like when you're assigned a task, what is the percentage of that task getting completed? Like what are the most skipped tasks? What are the most completed tasks? Something like that. I would like the data for the monsters that are most killed in the catacombs, because I think that there are probably like 3 or 4 of them that have never been killed before, ever, even on accident. What else? I'd like to see how many different accounts kill Zulrah on average compared to what they did before the Zulrah nerf. I'd like to see how many people I probably should have wrote down a list because I'm just trying to do stuff off memory. Oh, and then I guess I'd like to just have the data for how many people are utilizing the stuff on Fossil Island, because they talked about how some people aren't like there's some stuff on Fossil Island that is not being used as much as they'd like for it to. I like to know, hey, how much of it is being used and not used. But I'm sure there was a few other things that I had in mind, but I just forgot.
Now, out of the non-trivial things you need to know on RuneScape, I would like to know how many e-girls are on RuneScape. If they can get those
I don't know
numbers,
if they have that data.
dude. If they can get that, I'd be one happy camper.
Just cross-reference with Twitter.
Yeah, like we can get some real graphs going.
They had a graph of the gender of players, the 2016 RuneFest, I think.
What was the ratio?
95% male, 4% female, 1% Apache helicopter.
Yeah, I think it was actually 3, but yeah,
What, 3% helicopter?
female. But
Oh.
never mind. Anyways, continue.
Oh.
What runes are crafted the most and how many?
I mean, I feel like I could give you that shot.
Alright, well, go ahead, Zoid. What is it?
What?
You were going to give us the data?
Oh no, I'll build a chart and give you later if you really want it.
I'd love to see your charts and graphs.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of knobs and stuff.
Alright, so one of the questions that they asked on the Q&A was, what was the longest you've played in one session? I know this is something we talk about every now and then. But, yeah, I was pretty surprised. Sween said he did... Shit, I don't know if I remember him correctly, but I don't know if it was like 36 or 60 hours or something like
It was
that.
2.5 days.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
yeah,
60.
60 hours. That's some madness. So what about you guys? What's the longest you've played?
I don't consider it to be that long, but it's only like 32 hours ish. Which I guess is still long, but I kind of feel like a normie. I gotta step it up.
Normies. Anyways, I think mine was like 44 hours. I was up for 10 hours, then I did a 30-hour, then I kept going because I wasn't tired yet.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's weird. Like when you've been up so long and such, like when you get tired, it gets really weird.
Yeah.
You lose all motor skill.
Back when I was a newbie RuneScape player, like 2.5 years ago or so, I did a Slayer 30-hour. I've not done anything like that since. So yeah, about 30 hours. I don't really like staying up very long. It doesn't do well for me. It ages me.
So my longest was 36 hours, and that was during a double XP weekend on RS3. And for old school, it's probably 31 hours when I did my Slayer day record.
So the longest I have played was in 2006. When I started my first Skiller account, I was really into the game. And I was doing 110 hours of agility at Abra238.
Jesus.
In 110 hours straight.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Alright, well, I think mine's only like 36 or so. Somewhere between like 36 to 38.
Pretty sure I read about these Russian sleep experiments before, right? Is it that?
Man. Yeah. How'd you manage 110 hours? Like I thought you struggled to do 30 now.
I was younger then.
Full of more energy. I love it.
I could never imagine staying up that long.
Alright. Something that was talked about as well was granite dust. All right, so would you like to see granite dust from the gargoyle boss become tradable?
Well, I don't think it should be in the game in the first place, but since it's already here, yeah, make it tradable, make Slayer more overpowered, better XP rates. Let's go.
I'd like it to become tradable. Obviously, very very selfish reasons as to why I would, but I know that it would definitely improve the GP per hour from doing it. And I'm okay with spending more money per cannonball to increase my XP. I'm okay with it. Balancing wise, there may be some issues, but I would love for it to come. Same with those Greater Anku that passed the fucking straw poll a month ago. Where are those at?
No.
No, I don't want Slayer to become any faster. It's already ridiculously fast.
Okay. No, I don't personally. I don't have all my cannonballs banked for 200 mil. I don't care about the little bit that it make it faster.
I kind of like how you can gain faster Slayer elsewhere by killing the gargoyle boss. It's like a little incentive, but if you could just buy the dust, you could just pay to make Slayer faster without changing anything. It just takes it away. But you gain from killing the Moonlight guy boss. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't actually change the way you slay. It's just it would cost. I don't know how much money it would cost because I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it that much because you do have to spend more money, and it changes the way non-alt players versus alt players slay. But I mean, personally, if I had to use them, I think I'd get more than 30k XP an hour, and I'd be very upset if that happens. So I'd rather I didn't.
Okay. A question that they had was talking about like things that for the mods was like, do you think that there's being so many updates that RuneScape is kind of losing or has lost nostalgia that it once had? So kind of to build off of that question is and something that I've been posting a lot on Twitter, and I think that the group has gained a lot more support. Is that like the frequency of updates in RuneScape? How do you feel about the frequency of updates in RuneScape right now, and kind of like the pacing of these updates?
The pacing feels okay. It's not that bad. Like back when like RS3 started becoming a thing, that felt like it was out of control. But here it's like more little updates here and there, and whatnot. But I'm still looking forward to like Raids 2 when that comes out.
What?
Yeah.
They also had a much bigger team though, so you gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, I think it's okay-ish as well. It's just it seems like it's really fast when the schedule happens to line up such that we get a lot of big updates like really close to each other. That's probably why it feels like that. Pretty okay.
Yeah, I think it's fun as well. Maybe slow down on the quest updates. Enough of these newbie quests that are
Whoa! Let me just stop you right there. More on that to come later. More on that come. Can't be spoiling shit, Pot. You even read through the whole doc. Come on, now I'm disappointed in you.
But I always want to talk about how much I hate quests.
Yeah.
So
You still did the quest, Paul.
yes, and I got very mad.
I know. I was listening to you doing them.
It's literally like 15 minutes to do both of them.
It took me 30 because I made a bunch of mistakes.
Oh, it take me like an hour.
I don't know. It seems pretty. I see a lot of people saying the updates are too common, and I mean, I think any updates are too common, but I think something I could add is more like I don't really like how the mindset seems to have gotten. I mean, since the release of the game, it's gotten more towards like, yeah, we should get more updates, like to keep the game alive or whatever. I think the mindset of the dev team and probably the majority of the player base now is far different to how it was at the start, and what we were promised was, a game that would just be maintained, not really updated. And it's definitely become more of a, we get an update every 2 weeks, like actual content update. I don't like it, and I don't like the mindset most players have now.
I feel depressed with too many big updates coming in a very short period of time. There is new boss coming, mobile RS, Mage Arena 2, Dragon Slayer 2, Raids 2, and Rev Games. I don't like it.
Yeah, I started trying to lead the charge of a concerned player base. And I mean, I understand that they're not going to do anything about slowing down the frequency of it. Like, the more updates they have, the more players they bring in, the more players they bring in, the more money they make. It's a business, and that's why they keep coming out with all these updates, and that's why so many of them are marketable and big. Like, these are like home run level updates.
It's gonna be big.
Like, and this is something that if you guys follow me on Twitter, this is something that I've been expressing quite a bit over the last few weeks. But like, just like look at this week, for example. Like, go to the home page of oldschoolrunescape.com. You'll see there's a news post on the 14th, a news post on the 15th, a game update on the 16th, a news post on the 17th, an information update on the 18th. Like, we are just getting at, like, gone are the days where you could take a few days off from RuneScape and still know what is going on in the game. If you take a week off, you're going to be far behind on the updates. A lot of this for me, when I know that I've been feeling it for a while, but I think it really hit me right before the Garg boss came out, and they put out a devlog for Wildy Rejuvenation 2 and Dragon Slayer 2 before the Garg boss was even released. And at that point, I think that's when it really was very loud and clear to me. And then just seeing it, a week later, we have 5 news posts in 5 days. Like, that's a lot of shit to be reading and trying to keep up to date with. Just because they have the manpower to do it doesn't mean they always should.
I mean, on the point of manpower, I think like 6 months ago, I realized that like I can no longer put a face to like every mod name. I'd say like I think we have like 15 or so mods now.
Yeah.
Like if you compare to this time last year, I think we had like half the size of the team, but the player base was nowhere near half. We've gotten more and more devs without the player base increasing that much. So I mean that definitely contributes to how quickly we're getting things, because I know last time I was on the podcast, talked very briefly about the tap time the mods have, where they kind of do their own individual stuff. And I feel like that definitely contributes to the content we get, because every mod has the kind of like little baby project they want to get into the game.
Punch it down syndrome.
Yeah, the Jed's tap project is what brought on the the Wildy Rejuvenation.
Yeah, I don't like the. I mean, even I get the argument that says like, oh, it's nice to pass a poll, but it doesn't feel like a player-driven game when it's oh, we've done this content already. Like, do you want it? It doesn't feel like it's being developed with the community. It just feels like they've done it, and do we want it?
Oh yeah.
Probably talked about it last time.
Do you think that some of these tap projects should be finding their way into the game? I know that like these tap projects are kind of like to improve the employee, for them to mess around and have some fun, essentially. But do you think that there should be So I mean I don't know how much of Fossil Island was done in Maz's tap time at first, but I don't know what you think.
I don't like the idea, basically. I don't know. Even though I don't really like Motherload or RD Roofs, you can at least say that is player-driven content. I'd much rather see ideas come from Track the Lad that everyone loves, because that feels like at least the community's had an input there instead of mod somebody has made something. I don't like how many mods we've got. I like the mods. Man, I think I said something the other day, like how I like a lot of the mods, but there's so many of them. I miss when we had, just the boys, Ash and oh no, his name's escaped me. Who was the good lad that got banned?
Do not.
I'm sorry. What was his name?
Reach.
Oh no.
Do you know how pissed
Reach,
off I
he's
am that
not a
you
lad, he's my
are
boy.
you are intentionally
Randy, I'm
disrespecting
sorry.
him?
I'm
to
not
piss me
intentionally.
off.
I'm just complimenting him. I missed what we had.
He's
Just
a lovely
Reach, Ash, and
lad.
Matt K.
John was good as well.
John was good too. John doesn't do
Really?
much anymore. He's like a higher up now, some crap.
Yeah, our Hexis man is working his way up towards the top for us. Sorry, so you know what? I'm going to move. I'm gonna move this question. I'm gonna move this question up. We were just talking about like some of the tap projects. One of the things that Kieran is doing in his is an in-game adventures log. So like it'd be kind of similar to like the Grand Exchange, I imagine. Where you just be able to pull up an interface to see like maybe like the last 20 things or whatever that you've done. So this is one of his things that he's doing in his free time. Or I'm not gonna call it free time because he's getting fucking paid. But I don't know. What do you think about an in-game adventure? As long as that's something you're excited for or not? Because I really don't see the point in it at all. I'd much rather see some more worthwhile stuff. Like maybe a plan system. But I don't know. Sleep. What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be cool if they like all the little drops and stuff you got, like XP milestones. I wouldn't mind having that. I used to use the old adventures log. Also, like, see if I ever missed a drop, because I've left some on the ground before and never went back and picked them up. It's always fun knowing.
Yeah, but now it tells you in the chat box, like it'll be like valuable item.
Hey, that didn't stop me. It was like coin share too, and I just sometimes didn't pick up the stuff. I don't know. I leave a lot of stuff on the ground. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Mr. Froggen.
Yes, I think it's pretty cool as well. Can't wait.
Thank you for the input. No, I don't really care about it too much, but I hope it has a little bit of customizability to it. It's like you're able to filter things and change whatever values trigger it, and everything is separate instances for like whole things, not just individual. Like it's not this boss, it'd be kill this boss a certain amount of times. Like delete things off of it, but yeah, I don't personally care because I would probably never go and check it, and I know what I do, so why should I care? It's just if others want to know, that's why it's useful.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope they enjoy it if it comes.
Would he be doing it as a thing like, or because on RS3s you can see what other people are doing, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the question is like, would he be doing it that way, or would it be just individual? Because
Well,
individual,
because it's
I
in
mean,
game.
they'd have to go into your house.
they'd have to go to your house. So what? Could I just not build one?
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
Okay, great. Because I really dislike kind of the like Twitter's basically an adventurers log as it is, and I don't really like all the just fucking tweets every 10 mil XP. I don't really know
Keep
who
everyone
this
in the
Discord would
dark.
do that.
Hey, everything is an achievement.
Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I I think people should play RuneScape for themselves. I don't really think really need an adventurer's log.
You better calm down before those post every 10 mil XP people turn into a post every 1 mil XP.
Oh, actually, I was very proud of you earlier, Randy. You didn't
Huh.
retweet your 10 mil XP milestone. I saw and went to go undo retweet, and you had not retweeted it. I'm very proud.
Yeah, well,
do you know if I retweeted my 200 mil hit points tweet?
Yeah, because I think I undid it.
Nice. I'll be sure to do it a couple times.
Because I remember laughing about how you had like a party. There were people there.
It wasn't necessarily a party. They just happened to come.
Like for Halloween, or they just kind of show up.
Yeah, it.
Turn up.
I mean, no one was invited, but they just happened to be there.
Hey, yo, how's it going?
All right. Moving on with something else that they talked about. And I don't know if I got this idea just from what they were talking about, or if they actually talked to. Oh yeah, they had like they were talking about like a Castle Wars tournament, and I actually think that would be pretty cool to watch. So like, what would you guys think about watching or participating in like mini game tournaments? Like Castle Wars or Trouble Brewing. Not Last Man Standing, but what do you think about the idea of it?
No. Mini
Why?
games are done. They're just so dead. Like we liked them when we were little. We're old now. Like
You wouldn't.
we're too focused on that. We don't have the time to just like waste our time with these mini games. We
You're on a
have
90-hour
That-
week, Paul. You've got the time.
I don't.
Nah, fam, different people.
There's a lot
got
of people that
progress to
played.
make.
I completely disagree with you. They're like, you say we, like, sure, you can be talking about you can be talking about me, but motherfucker, we are not the entirety of the game. There are a lot of people that play Castle Wars.
Yeah, but they always try to revive these mini games, and it doesn't last long. It's just a waste of
Casuals.
time.
Oh, because you don't go there.
Dude, I say
What you think
far
Castle
away.
Wars is all that right now because they made it free to play? No, it's dead.
There's quite a bit of people who play it, and I would definitely watch. I would watch a Castle Wars tournament. Like, name one negative thing about it, Pot. I'll wait.
There's nothing negative about it. I'm just
Oh,
saying
well,
it's a waste of time.
For
Waste
who?
of time.
For who?
That's negative.
It's
What do you mean?
not.
Just watch it on the side.
It's a waste.
Why
It's a waste
watch
of time.
Castle Wars?
It's a waste of time for the people that would
promoting it.
already be. It would take one tweet.
Yeah, that's the
It's
waste.
already-
It would
I
take
don't have to do
one
anything.
one tweet from the toilet.
You could be watching anime in the toilet.
Exactly.
Yeah, or the movie It, because it was very good.
I think that a Castle Wars, like, it's a very easy game to follow, and there are some people that play that are pretty damn good at it. I'm all for it. I don't like for Trouble Brewing. I don't think a Trouble Brewing one would be too good because I think that only like 8 people in the game know how Trouble Brewing works.
Yeah, maybe Abra would come back for that.
Everyone at least knows how Castle Wars works.
Kind of back. He's playing the skill again.
I'm very surprised they haven't done something like this already because I feel like people have said do a Castle Wars tournament for 2.5 years. But regarding minigames, all I want to know is who won the last game of Last Man Standing, because they were the last man standing.
Hit up Lottie.
Yeah, tweet Lottie for that one. How long were you waiting on that one?
These are on the fly, Randy. I don't read the questions.
Oof. Well, yeah, tweet Lottie. Who was the last man standing?
Yeah, you kind of forget that that's even a thing, really. I don't personally do any mini games, but yeah, I'd at least watch one at least round or whatever of pretty much anything that has an audience, as long as it has like if it was streamed and maybe there's some little sort of prize or whatever.
Actually, Omnia held a mini game tournament like 3 months ago.
Nightmare Zone.
Got it. Look. See, look. Mini games aren't dead. There's big prize pools in them.
You know, would you say the Nightmare Zone reward shop is the minigame reward shop that we never got?
Oh
Yeah.
It's been how many
Pulled
years
back in,
now?
like,
What, 3
2013?
years?
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know if it passed in 2014 or 13.
14.
I think it was
I don't either.
14. I think it was 14 that it passed
I
in.
think it was 14.
Yeah.
We should find out when it was when the anniversary of when we were promised is.
So you can tweet
And
it
hold a
out.
riot.
Yeah. 47 months.
47 months.
God damn. Okay, so it was on the ass end of 2013.
See, look, they're all using this tap time. Somebody's tap time could be the bloody minigames reward shop.
Well, to be fair, the issue with it isn't the frame necessarily. It's the time if you don't have anything to put it in it. Because a lot of the stuff that was going to be in it, we already have, like Rigor and Augury.
Were those really gonna be in it?
Really?
It was a little broken.
Could have saved yourself a lot of
I
money.
can see why they failed.
Yeah, see what they didn't bother now. I mean, I just expect them to put stupid crap in there, but I didn't realize they were going to put good stuff in it. It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
All they have to do is put stupid cosmetics in it to make people do it.
Yeah, but they waste all those on clues. I don't
Yeah, those
think.
dirty
Like, how many
clues.
creative bones can they have left after all the crap we've got from clues? Like, they were really scraping the bottom of the barrel. The last one with the 20 masks they released. They'd really ran out of ideas then.
Well, we still need wings.
No,
Do we?
we don't.
Kill yourself.
Don't you want to see people running around RuneScape with wings?
No, I
Not
don't.
at all.
I would not play any game because I don't like them. They are not fun to watch and not interesting.
Basically. Hey, if I could have a minigame tournament, it would be something like Soul Wars, because it's not boring to watch or play like Castle Wars is.
I don't
or
know.
Trouble
Castle Wars is pretty
Shots.
nifty
I'd
if you watch
rather
them behind them.
fucking drown than play Castle Wars.
That's
Dude.
very negative of you, Sleep.
I don't like Castle Wars. I've tried to play it, and there's like a wall of barricades that you just can't get through. And then when you try to get through them, you get frozen. And then you're wondering, why am I doing this? Yeah, you like set it on fire so they can't like blow it up, but
Ooh,
if
think
it's
of
not
Mansion
on
Skull
fire,
Ball.
yeah.
Wait,
Gnome Ball.
Skull
has
Ball.
anyone has anyone ever done Skull Ball?
Jebrim.
Yeah,
Love
it's
Skull Ball.
a Master Clue scroll stuff.
Jebrim loves Skull Ball.
Yeah. But if they had a Soul Wars tournament, I'd find that fun.
I would really like a Gnome Ball tournament. Let's get we should try to host a 2v2 Gnome Ball tournament.
What about remember I remember this. Didn't Trance win the Connect 4 tournament?
yes he
Yo,
did.
Game room.
Yes he did.
Yo,
Oh man, we should have another Connect 4 tournament.
let's bring
Well,
it back.
the issue that I have with the Connect 4 tournament is that the people that would win that would surely be
It's
cheating.
the beatable game, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's a beatable game. Like, you can tell who's gonna win from the first move.
What other games do they even have in the games room? Fucking hell.
I have no idea.
Like, which is the Connect 4, but I think there's basically something like OMOC.
What?
Omar.
Whatever. It's a freeform grid. You put them down. You have to get like 4 or 5 in a row.
Like bingo.
Kind of. I don't know, but you can block your opponent and whatever.
Connect 4?
It doesn't
I
have
had-
gravity. It's just a freeform grid. Draughts, Rune Link, Rune Oofers.
Drafts.
I don't know what that is. Rune Squares. I only know of 2 of them.
I would have no idea how to play any other game in there other than Connect 4.
Othello?
That was a fun tournament.
All right, well, devlog that they came out with, and there's been a couple tweaks to it as well, was the Wilderness Rejuvenation #2. So first topic of this devlog that we're going to talk about is the Chaos Altar. So the Chaos Altar was pulled and passed. This altar sitting out there, level 38 Wilderness, multi-combat. But using bones on this altar will give you a 50% chance of saving the bone when the bone is used on the altar. There will be an NPC outside of this altar to unnote your bones. Kind of similar to like Files in Remington. So, what do you think about this Chaos Altar with it giving a chance to save bones, whereas before when they proposed it, it was to give bonus XP, but how do you feel about it in its current state now?
Don't really have an opinion on that. I think it's only good for Iron Man. Every bone is very valuable. Less dragon killing, and I won't be using that method myself.
I mean, I think even some non-Iron Man will use it just to save money, because there's some people that are really lazy with getting money, so that's nifty for them. But I mean, it's good for me, even though I'm probably not going to use it, because it'll probably make bones cheaper, just because people won't need as many, because some people will use the altar.
I mean, I said last time when it was, I think it's like 30% bonus XP. I don't really see anyone except for low-level Iron Men doing it. And if less people could do it, I see less people doing it. No one's going to do this.
Hopefully, people who kill black chin hunters go there so I can hunt black chins in peace.
Oh, just wait for rev caves. That'll make
Yeah, it'll bring
Oh,
a thriving
yeah.
ecosystem.
That's
More on Rev Caves later.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's. Oh, sorry, skipped you, Randy.
See you, Randy.
Go ahead if you're feeling excited.
Well, I'm
Little
not that excited.
frisky.
I mean, I feel like prayer is fine as it is. You got Ensouled Heads, Ectofungus, and G Altar. It's good enough.
I don't think Ectofunctus can be included. It's that irrelevant of a method.
Well, because we're talking about this content is for Iron Man, right? Well, if you want more prayer XP per bone, do the Ectofungus.
People
Yeah,
do
most
active fungus since they made it AFK.
Hey, Celery is saying that if you don't get PK'd, using the Chaos Altar would be 550k XP per hour, taking single inventory trips.
Yeah, but that's
Perhaps.
assuming people who are like spamming the bones. No one who's spamming the bones is going to do this.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Anyone who would do this, who cares about saving the money, is going to be AFKing them. And if you're going to AFK them, you wouldn't want to fucking run around all the time. You'd want to actually AFK them in a house. That's what I mean. Like, I don't see what niche this hits. It hits, I guess, the extreme penny pinchers. But
I'm looking
I mean,
forward.
I don't
I'm
know.
looking forward to the people that go out there to try to save money. So like pretty much they go out there with their noted bones and like try to save money but die their noted bones and lose more money in the first place. All right, so
Well, you'd have to lose half your bones, more than half your bones total, for it to be like costing you money. I don't know.
using
I think
this
you definitely save money.
using the altar saves 8 mil GP an hour.
If you don't die.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like those numbers. You're barely out there that long.
Should be there.
Like, I don't know. After hearing those numbers, it seems way fucking better than what I thought it was gonna be. And I think we are really downplaying how great it is.
Yeah, so PKers won't go there when we go there.
Yeah,
So it'll be good stuff.
got him.
Use it.
The mind games.
Give me that 3 GB breath.
I already have 200 mil prayers, so I'll never visit it.
Yeah, dude, just have your fucking alt run you those bones.
Oh my god, you could.
Actually, 5. Never mind.
Alright, so something else that was in the devlog was Mage Arena 2. So Mage Arena 2 was pulled and passed. The reward for this is a best in slot and magic attack and defense, a cape. Gives plus 15 attack and plus 15 defense, as well as a plus 2 magic damage bonus. What do you think about the cape? And do you think that the extra 2% was needed or nah?
Well, I mean, it's the buff to Slayer, so I guess in terms of Slayer, yes, the damage is needed because otherwise accuracy doesn't really mean much with Slayer. But then in the Mage Arena, I guess it makes Chris Archie happy, you know, wilderness content.
I like that you actually have to do something to get this cape, where the old best in slot was, I guess you killed a guy and got it. But you gotta go like kill some bosses and it'll take a bit longer, I guess. But it's something new. The damage, 2% isn't all that much, but it's still something.
I like the update. I still have mage left to do, so I support every buff to the skills I have left to do. This one gets a thumbs up from me.
That's how it is.
I think designing things with multiplicative bonuses is a really fucking short-sighted way to provide new content. If their idea was to provide something that's, I mean, I don't know how PKs feel about a +% magic bonus, but I think the adverse effect it has on Slayer is pretty disgusting. If they make it so that it works like the old salve amulet, well, still works if no one uses it. If they make it work like a salve amulet where it only applies to primary target, then I don't really care. But it should not affect multiple targets. It's so stupid, and Barrage Slayer is cancer.
Well, it does only increase the XP per hour of Slayer by 1k.
Yeah.
Like, it is a one. It is like less than a one. I mean, shit. It's like a fucking 1% increase in XP per hour.
You're gonna get the cape though,
and,
right?
it doesn't like nothing changes for Slayer, nothing at all. You just get this cape. Probably takes like 20 minutes. Like it's not gonna be difficult.
It's gonna take more than fucking 20 minutes.
It doesn't look like it from the devlog, but whatever. I mean, say it takes 2 hours. Then I mean, it doesn't change the way you slay whatsoever, and it just makes it faster. And that's the point.
Yeah, save a little bit of time.
But it brings
wish it
people
was,
out into
like-
the wildy, which is what they want.
But yeah, fucking
Yeah.
wants to do this quest.
Yeah, anyways, I'm looking forward to it. It sounds pretty nifty, although they really need to implement an actual title. Even an arena, it's mostly just out in the wildy, go tracking down bosses and such. In the cape, yeah, at least it's useful. Thanks for the damage, Randy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like the cape now with how it is. I know that PKers.
Oh, they look pretty nifty too.
I actually hate how they look, to be honest. I don't like them at
You
all.
need more Doritos.
With the capes or with the cape, I know that PKers were a little too concerned about the plus 20 magic defense. So it was gonna have a pretty big impact on it was gonna have a big impact on the prices of, or not the prices, but just like PKing because of those bonuses. But I'm glad that they do add in the plus 2% magic damage. Make it very appealing to all PVMers. It's essentially like a piece of ancestral that you're gonna be able to get from this wilderness thing, so I'm very excited about it. And I was actually pleasantly surprised that it ended up getting onto a poll. I was pretty sure it was gonna pass, but it just had to come down to if the mods were going to add it in or not. All right, so Zoid, I got a question for you. Then you said like adding in a magic damage bonus you think is a little bit lazy and not the right way of going about it. With how magic is, you know, with accuracy being pretty irrelevant,
It's
what
only
would
irrelevant in PvE, PvM.
okay?
I mean,
So,
I don't like magic in PvM. I think it's. I mean, well, okay. So, like with the trident, whatever, I don't care. They can add things that, if it affects single target only, I don't think it's that bad because the trident isn't like that ridiculous. In PvP, magic accuracy definitely matters, and in PvE, barrage is already overpowered. And I don't see why it should become stronger, especially just flat buffing the damage it does. That seems extremely short-sighted. And people forget that like it's not just plus 2%; it's 2% on top of all the other percentages we've gotten. So it's something like 2.8% now. Like these things stack multiplicatively, however you say that, not additively. So yeah, I think it's really short-sighted design. You get shit like you
Actually,
get
everything is additive except for Slayer Helm.
Yeah. I mean, you get shit like you get with Diablo, where you're doing like you've got like plus 8700% damage. It's just silly.
okay. All right, so the Rev Caves was also part of this deadblock. So, Rev Caves passed. The rewards didn't. More on the rewards later, but so with the Rev Cave, it's gonna be a multi-combat area with greater and lesser demons, Ankus, Hellhounds, Green Dragons. You can plop a cannon down, all multi-combat. So like, this will be the only place in the game that those 5 monsters are in a multi-combat zone. Mods are expecting the player to average about 2 mil GP per hour killing monsters in there. Rev Caves are passing, they're coming. So what do you think about Rev Caves? Just ignoring the reward aspect of it. What do you think about Rev Caves?
2 mil an hour.
I don't know. Sorry, go.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to them because, like I said before, it'll make Black Chins less of a hotspot for PKing, so we can hunt more. And I might even bring my alt out there and have some fun and make money there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 2 mil an hour for everything or just for the revenants that they're looking to do.
I would assume Revenants.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's stuff. Actually, wait, hold on. Ankus are multi in catacombs.
Alright, my bad.
Yeah, if I have to do anything in the wildy, hopefully I'll be less likely to get killed because people are all the caves. Personally care, I'm probably not gonna really ever set foot in there.
I like the Rev Caves. I mean, made a couple videos of this. I really do love like everything they're trying to do with this fully rejuvenation thing. Rev Caves, I think, are a sweet idea. Being able to like teleport out there makes it nice as well. Yeah, I would like for you to like get 2 mil an hour from killing anything in there, not just revs. Oh, shit. Ugh. But
Yeah,
yeah, it should be really good. I like the idea of it. Being able to be that that ecosystem that Archie alluded to. Being a nice ecosystem for people to go to. I like the idea of it. Rewards are a whole nother thing, but I do like the concept of it.
actually, yeah. So I think it was definitely just for because Helens don't drop anything
Smoldering
really,
Stone.
super rarely.
For a
But
game that's like made because
actually
people
gonna
didn't
try
like
to.
the direction RS3 went in, we sure get a lot of cut and paste content from RS3.
Who do you
It's
think's actually
just
gonna
very unoriginal.
try to kill people at Hellhounds though?
I mean, you're in the wilderness. Everyone's going to try to attack you
I
because that's
guess
just
yeah.
what PKers do.
Well, you-
Kill
PKers
someone
attack
in
anything.
welfare gear, get like 500 cannonballs.
They'll also like definitely buff their clue chance or some crap because they always do that. Because Hellhounds don't drop anything, so they'll,
you just
you
put
know,
I mean,
Mr. Man will
there's
make a video on
already
it.
the Ring of Wealth imbued for that.
Yeah, but they'll do it again because that'd just be
I don't think
that
so.
wouldn't be fair. If you got to go in the Rev Caves, Mr. Man will make a new video, and I love a good Mr. Mammal video.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Mr. Mammal here.
Do you watch it in half speed?
Yeah.
Alright, well, so the caves passed, but the rewards didn't. Some of the things that they're looking to try to add and have failed. Some of these have failed twice, but the PvP armors, Rev Van braces, which would be best in slot for range. Loot keys, which to be added into the game, similar to how they are in Deadman. The Amulet of Peril, which incentivizes having low HP in PvP. To kind of discourage all those people that sit and camp at 120 hit points. The amulet would scale your strength bonus based on how much hit points you have. The Sinister Scroll, which would be add-on to the glory to make the Smite Prayer better. Minus XP lamps. And all of these have failed to pull. So what do you think? Talk about some of the rewards. You don't have to talk about them all, but talk about a few of the rewards. What ones do you like? What ones do you not like? And what do you think they should do with the caves if they can't get any of these rewards to pass?
Well, I'm quite surprised that the minus XP lamp didn't pass. Like, that sounds pretty cool to me.
That was just born from Reddit, man.
Yeah. But that glory, that looks so stupid. The glory to buff smite. Like, I don't know. That sounds silly. Like they're just trying to force out items to make the update somewhat good.
Okay, but what do you? No, all right. What do you like about it? What ones do you like?
The damage enhancing ones make Slayer better.
PvP.
Actually, no.
It's for
Yeah,
PvP.
I think they're pretty much just for
PvP only. You
PvP.
can't wear it like
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you can, but it's not going to help
So I
you.
could wear them while doing black chins, maybe.
I mean, if you want to.
But no, because you would never. If you're doing black chins, no. It is a thing that incentivizes having low hit points, so you can damage your opponent. You would never let yourself get to low
Maybe
HP.
I'm trying to anti-PK.
Yeah.
I think the fuck not. So I like honestly everything that's on here. I'll say I don't really have an opinion on the PvP armors. I do like that they tried making adjustments to it to where the bonuses are only useful in PvP. I think it'd be a little bit ridiculous. There'd be a couple people that could actually do like a full fucking like Slayer day or something like that in this new armor. So I do like that it's made to where it's only good in PvP. The Rev Van braces, I'm okay with that. Barrels gloves are great, but they have to be best in the slot for range as well. I don't think so. So I thought that was okay being added in. The loot keys, I really love the loot keys. Again, like it shocks me how this hasn't come up years ago when Deadman was added. This lets you get more money for your kills, and this would actually make me want to play on my peer a little bit more, and actually do some real ass PKing. And by real ass PKing, I mean only just killing like motherfuckers at green drags. Like I'd be able to kill 5 bots. And get like
bones, dude.
Dude, it'd be pretty good. Like you're getting their entire inventory, and in one key, that'd be great.
Like them
You can
Addy
only have
legs.
private ones, though.
Dude, I'd really like that Luke the key. The Amulet of Peril, I guess that one might be a little suspect. Sinister Scroll, I like that. Makes Smite even better than what it is. Yeah, like that. I'm okay with that. The minus XP lamps, I didn't think they were gonna pass just because no one likes peers, and that was aimed towards me. Like it was a combination of people voting no because they don't want PKers to make money from the update, and they don't want peers to be able to you know, recover. And I guess looking at it before, I was kind of supporting the XP lamps, but now I actually changed my mind just because I like my 1 defense peer. It's a nice trophy account. If I got 2 defense on it, it'd ruin the trophy aspect of it, but you could just pay 5 mil to get it back. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean that's why I feel like dedicated pure communities would probably been against the negative XP lamp. I think anyone that thinks that like you're going to vote against it because fuck pures, I think if that was introduced to the game, it would hurt the pure community and they'd be upset because, like you said, it's the
Are
the
you a
trophy
real
aspect.
pure, or are
Yeah,
you
I
a
mean,
fake mod?
it's the trophy aspect of it, and it's also like a very fundamental old school thing, and I think it's one of Christ. I actually really can't believe we managed to get onto a poll because it's one of those things that if you think back to like being in 2006 and 7, the amount of people who would like ruin their pures and got bullied in Edge, like that's hilarious, and it should stay that way forever. Like it's a very fundamental aspect of the game that you can spend hundreds of hours and then fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like that is very important. Most games now don't do that because it's arguably bad design, but it's what makes old school because it's fucking stupid and it's great.
Alright, so yeah, Rev Vamverses were they didn't pass obviously. The Wilderness, yeah, it's kind of weird, at least for the sense the previous best in slot was in the Wildy, but puts best in slots gloves for range in some other content where it fits better, which I'm happy about. Don't really care about that. I don't PK. The Sinister Scroll for the glory for that back in 2014 with the original Bounty Hunter shop, I think, is just the Amulet of Smiting. Just make more people get smited and I don't know, multi-clans and whatnot.
I like that. That's good. Like, smiting
I don't like
should
too much, but I I thought it was kind of just a joke in the first place, anyways. But they actually ran with it, and yeah, I was really surprised actually how well it did. Yeah, much
Chris
just for
Archie,
pure.
how did Chris Archie not object to
Yeah.
this? Surely he understands how important the trophy aspect of pures are.
Yeah,
He's the
and,
one who asked the fucking question.
Yeah, he's the one that brought it up.
Spaz.
He could have just like not asked it. He's the one that picks the questions pretty much. And the last thing was the PvP armors. The Zuriels and Morgans were shit anyways, so I'm glad those didn't come in because like they'd be completely useless. But the other ones, whatever.
Don't really know much about PvP, so fuck the armors. Loot key is gonna be broken at some places, like Randy said, Green Dragon bots.
The bots, man.
Yeah.
All the loot in one inventory slot. It's so good. What else is there? Minus XP lamps. Don't really need them. Just get good.
Yeah.
Savage.
We shouldn't be helping people kill Green Dragon farmers. The people of Venezuela are hurting enough.
Pretty much. They should just let these PvP armors die. They failed too many times. They're
a good question. Like, how much more do you think they're gonna keep pulling this stuff? Like,
yeah,
because they know that they need to have it drop something. Like, this isn't going to be like the minigame reward shop where they put out something, it passes the pull, and none of the rewards pass, and they just say, "Oh, all right, we're done with that. We're gonna hope everyone forgot about it." Like, they're gonna have to try to get some drops from this.
like
Go ahead.
if they had Vestas in here, I would just see more people trying to rush with D-Claws because it degrades so fast. That's like the only use I can see for it.
Well, they changed it so it just goes by the ticks instead of minute intervals. But yeah, so it would definitely be used more for that.
Yeah. And then the Van Bracers, I don't like how Best in Slot comes from PV, well, an area inside the Wildy.
It just like randomly.
Yeah, just like, hey, you want some better gloves, vamp bracers? Here, go kill these things in the cave in the wildy. And what are they gonna drop to make it 2 mil an hour?
I
I
think
didn't
that's
even ask
kind of
that.
like the idea
Give us
of
magic seeds.
all of the rewards, essentially.
Bunch of alchables.
Yeah,
Probably
that
seeds.
as well.
Yeah, they should just hold off on it, honestly. Make it as good as it can be, and then just plug in any sort of loots. Just keep asking the community for other ideas.
Do you
Don't put it
think
out with nothing.
Do you think that they're gonna at what point do you think they're gonna say, all right, enough's enough? The PvP armors aren't gonna happen? Because I don't know. I feel like
I'm saying new stuff, not the old stuff.
I feel like they're gonna look at this armor another time.
They're probably gonna get it introduced one day.
I mean, a very similar thing happened with raids. They had to put off the release of that because the armors weren't passing.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like them.
Those
They ended
armor,
up just not
Really-
releasing the ranged ones in the end.
I really don't mind if this gets pushed.
yeah, and they
I
had
don't like the
they had the
gradable.
melee armor as
Yeah,
well.
there was going to be a melee and range set too, and they just didn't do it in
There's
the
gonna
end.
be Twisted
I'm-
Edge
They put
Elder.
stupid crap in like the dragon short sword instead.
Yeah.
Or the twisted
bad.
bow, which is 10 times more powerful than anything that came out in there. Or the
If Twisted Bow
Hey.
shot 2 arrows. Hey.
I voted no to every degradable armor because I don't like that in PvM.
I think they actually put it into one question. It used to be every single armor. Didn't they put it all into one question?
Yeah.
they might have.
Well, it
Yeah,
was
they were
just
really
like
trying to get it in.
one
Do you think that they
smelly
should be
I didn't
doing-
realize that.
Thing that they should be doing is like, are there any like tricks that they're gonna try to do to make this shit pass?
I don't know. I think they're very wary of pulling tricks.
Like Tim to
You're gonna
on
get
the
a
low.
new
Be like, hey, you vote for
haircut.
this.
I mean, they'd already adjusted the dev blog before the poll finished. I think they're going to come back with some significant changes to how they approach this, not just tweaks.
And yeah, they're not done. I'm very excited to actually see the tweaks to this. I hope they keep up with the loot key though. That I think is probably the main thing I would like to see from this to pass. It would make me want to fucking PK just for the fuck of it. Alright, so something else that came out, not a dev blog, but an update. We talked about it on the last podcast. Holy fuck. Scared the shit out of me. Fucking Alexa
Did it?
decided to start talking for I don't even know what reason.
You've
That's
got
spooky.
Alexa.
Yeah, I did. Got it.
Man, you just let the government spy on you like that?
You know, I saw an episode of South Park where Cartman was very obsessed with with Alexa, and that made me want to get one.
Propaganda.
How much
You falling
South
for it?
Park have you actually watched?
I watch every single episode multiple times.
Good, because basically the same as me.
What I like to hear. Good man.
I like the older stuff though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where Kenny dies all the time?
Oh,
Like,
man,
they
yeah.
need to bring that back.
Moving on.
So
Oh, Fabry, you're not in charge here.
for King of the Skill, it came out. We are 19 days into King of the Skill. For those of you who don't know what King of the Skill is, it is a from scratch Iron Man competition where you start at level 1 in every single skill with no supplies or anything like that. But your XP rates are 10 times normal rates. What do you guys think about King of the Skill? Have you participated? And are you planning to? If not, if you're not competing, what things would you like to see made to it? Because, like for me, I'd like to see people start out all quest points, max total level, and unlimited supplies. And I don't want there to be high scores, and I don't want random events. Yeah, that sure as shit does not sound sexy at all or anything like that. You know, it's not marketable. It's not fun to watch. But that is actually King of the Skill, not this shit. It's not a shit idea, but not this idea that we have now. I feel like there's a whole lot of issues with it that would have to be fixed for me to actually do it. And I was considering doing it, but ultimately decided not to.
I feel like if you haven't played an Iron Man, you'd be just at a disadvantage because I don't know how to like start out and do quests because that's what it is. You gain most of your XP through your quest. Or you can just camp a single skill. I don't know. I'd probably do agility if I did, but I don't know the fastest way. I don't know if I should do quests for XP. I don't really want to run across the map. So I'm probably not gonna do it. Maybe if I start it with like my account with all my stuff in my bank. Maybe then. I don't know why you can't.
I've not participated. I'm not going to. If I did, I'd do Hunter, I guess, because that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, it's never going to be a fair competition. The longer the format, the more fair it is. Because RNG matters less, etc., etc., etc. Like, skilling doesn't make for a good competitive medium, at least the way we skill. So, not interested.
Yeah, I haven't participated. I don't plan to. If I had to pick a skill, it'd probably be fishing, but I wouldn't enjoy having to get the feathers.
Yeah.
Of that.
But eat, motherfucker.
You need 99 cooking, otherwise you're gonna fail getting row.
No, you don't need 99. No, you just need herb bits. Cut it when you can.
How about Kebbit claws?
Or that, yeah.
Epic claws the fastest way, yeah.
That you still need feathers to like catch the fish.
Yeah. Should do. I think agility pyramid. I think is the way Paul's did it.
Yeah,
If that's something we-
Caleb. And
I
he
just
was
want
in.
to fish. I don't want to have to do this other stuff. I don't want to have to do like blackjacking and all the.
Dude, just imagine the run to the bar place.
Oh, you'd have to run.
That's
Good lord.
painful.
Yeah. Anyways, what's kind of come out, and I've been watching and do his total level ones. That's pretty nifty. I was doing farming, but because I made some mistakes and like over prepared for some stuff and wasting time. So I don't think I could win at this point.
Are you still trying?
No, I pretty much like left it alone, like near the beginning of the month.
Should at least finish it.
Not really much point to this alt and such. So
Have any of you guys watched Mr. Mammal's King of the Skill video?
no.
He
I
had
don't
the right
watch
idea.
Mr. Mammal.
You should, because he's the best
I
YouTube
don't
content
watch
creator who does RuneScape videos.
YouTubers.
I mean, he's maybe the best content creator on YouTube, just in general. Sleep.
Froggen, what do you think about
No.
King of the Skill?
I have participated. I tried doing total, but it's only 1,300.
You run out of
And
time?
I have 4 hours left, but it's not good enough. It's not enjoyable because you have to do so many quests, and every account you have to do at least 30 quests or so.
That's awful.
Jesus,
You'll
30
probably
quests.
spend more time outing than actually playing.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could finish any. I don't know if I could finish the shortest 30 quests in this game in 24 hours. Looks
Yeah,
like this will
same.
probably take me 15 minutes. Alright, so to talk more about King of the Skill, the winners of each individual skill will be getting a lifetime membership. And the winner of the total will be getting like a old school RuneScape exclusive desktop. What do you think about the rewards that they're giving away? You like them? Hate them? Think they're fair?
The rewards are pretty good, but not many people play that game mode. Maybe have like a real life money price or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so they're pretty nifty, and yeah, I think some people are just doing it for the membership. It's yeah, the like computer and the chair, those are kind of cool. Buddy says that like if he gets first place, he's just gonna ask for the chair because that's what he wants.
I guess it's
But yeah,
cool
that's why I was
Oh my
originally
God.
So
I was
he has the
originally
wait. He has the audacity to ask for a prize that he didn't win.
Yeah.
Oof.
what? No, wait, what? Well, it would be worth less probably. So sponsorship with Ironside, so that's why. That's originally
So
why
it's not
I
like
was originally doing King of the Skill was for the membership.
You finished?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. It's kind of cool that they're giving out rewards for something that they just kind of threw on. The whole King of the Skill. It doesn't have to be like 10 grand like the Wilderness Dead Man that they do. I forgot about it. That's all.
I like the. I mean, it seemed like it made the most sense for them to give away membership. Doesn't cost them anything, and it's a great thing to give away. Very easy, simple to do. The chair and computer, I guess I was a little surprised by. Wasn't expecting that. I think it's great that they're able to get sponsorships and whatnot like that. Like, I think the whole idea of King of the Skill is great. I just think that it is fatally flawed, but the way that they have it set up is the best business way for it to be. I think that they'll do more of these in the future. I'm gonna skip that next question. I think they'll do more of these in the future just because it's pretty cheap for them to do, obviously. And there's varieties that they could do it in.
Yeah, I was going to say something about varieties, and you pushed me onto. Yeah, they could just put certain handicaps on it if they were going to do this again. I think that'd be fun. I mean, they've already kind of done it with the Iron Man thing.
What kind of handicaps?
I don't know. Maybe they say no combat. That'd be a fun one. So you like actually can't level your combat skills. Certain skills would then change. Be fun.
That's like if you couldn't use magic or
Yeah, exactly. So one you can't use magic. One you're stuck at one melee skills, stuff like that. They can definitely do stuff every time. Maybe some quests are locked sometimes, which changes everything. Maybe we can do no quests.
How about your screen's black and you have to go by music
That'd be
cues?
great. Yeah.
Alright, so an update
Well,
that.
I like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
I like the computer and the chair with the lifetime membership. I don't know. Ever since Wooks did like the Inferno, I feel like it's more of a prestigious thing to get lifetime membership. So I feel like I don't know for something like King of the Skill, maybe no, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Inferno is much more prestigious than getting first place in one of skills of a Iron Man from scratch series, but I still think that it's a great prize for them to give away. I mean,
Yeah, it's a great prize. It's just my opinion that it just feels like more prestigious kind of thing.
so they came out with a couple quests, the Queen of Thieves and the Depths of Despair. Not sure which one ended up being the fucking bug. I'm calling it a bug. But so
Queen of Thieves.
They were two novice level quests. One of them, pretty much thieving method that was like up to 400k XP per hour at level 99. And it was later nerfed a few days later. What do you think about this bug? Do you think the players that abuse this should be banned? Give your overall thoughts and feelings.
I didn't know when you were finishing, but yeah, if people got banned for the volcanic mine bugs, yeah, they should definitely get banned for this. This messed up, so I didn't even do it. It's like I was considering if I should do it, but I was like, nah, I'd probably get a little ban if I did.
I don't think it's a bug at all. I think it's comparable to Volcanic Mine, because Volcanic Mine they actually said you're not supposed to be able to 3-tick it. So that is when it's very clearly like, oh, this is a bug. Like I shouldn't do this. This is just something where like, is your mic cutting out, Abra?
No, not
Oh,
really.
sorry.
I mean,
It just sounds like you. Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Right.
what's saying? Yeah, I had more sympathy for this change. Usually, I'm very critical of like the fact that some things just don't seem to get tested. But this is something where like I think people are harsh on them, and I could easily see this going through. And they did fix this as he got in the office and whatever. But I was gonna say something about how like I remember like last year, a lot of people were saying things like, oh, why don't you do more quests? Why don't you do more quests? We've gotten like what 3 crap quests in the last 6 months. I think they've already gone overboard on the crap quests. That's the point. I mean, like, if you're gonna, with Fossil Island, you release a quest to tie in the content and get you introduced to the area. That's fine. But retroactively going back and adding shit quests to Zaya, who cares? No, what's the point?
Yeah, wish they would have came out with all these quests 2 years ago when Zaya did come out. I do like the point that you made that this is definitely different from the volcanic mine bug, whereas one was explicitly stated that like you're not going to be able to do this, and the other one was just more of like an oversight than a bug, I guess. So for this one, I wish I would have did it on my alt, just because I know like quest takes 10 minutes to do, and even at like low fucking level, you'd be able to get like nearly 200k an hour. Just wish I would have done it, but I didn't. And it's just I have no idea what like the actual method was or anything like that. I don't know if this was like an obvious, oh, how could you miss this in testing or whatnot, but glad they fixed it.
It had to do with like teleporting, right? Like teleporting while looting something.
Yeah, that's why it works, because of the location of the teleport.
Oh, also, crap teleports. Why do we have teleports fucking everywhere?
Because
the
there
sun in my eyes.
weren't hardly any transportation
I
methods.
know there was none on Zaya, and I thought that was the point, was because everyone was complaining that like we can teleport everywhere on the mainland. So on Zaya they made it so we actually had to run around, and now they're making it so we don't have to run around again.
It was because it was so big and there's like no way to do it. So
Yeah,
that was an issue. It was an issue. No, man, it was an issue.
It's a role-playing game. You should run around.
Oh yeah, role-playing games can't have teleports, even though it's fantasy.
Yeah, you can have teleports, but we have teleports fucking everywhere, and now we've got 2 more for no reason. And there is a transportation
And we're
system.
gonna get 3 more.
Why can't I just tell you every score in the game?
You just gotta become a Jagex moderator.
Really, I'm just talking about to each major like
I feel
town.
like it's this pendulum thing of like we complain about something for a while, and then suddenly they go massively overboard with it. I feel that's what's happened with the dev team as well. Like, I don't know, stuff we were complaining about a year ago, they've introduced crap loads of it now. They have no balance.
I guess if you didn't have to go through like a loophole to get the 400k an hour, it shouldn't be bannable. Like you just looted some stuff and tallied away and cashed in. Really seems like they messed up.
Yeah, so the fix was that you can't teleport with the things that you steal now because they'll like break.
Just like the rum.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty lazy fix as well. Like it's like the biohazard one too.
Alright, so another devlog that came out was the devlog about Fossil Island improvements. So first one, I'm very excited about it, is Fossil Island wyverns are becoming a toggleable task that you have to unlock with Slayer points to be assigned, as opposed to being something that you're automatically assigned. Do you think this always should have been the case for Fossil Island wyverns? What is your opinion on it? Do you think that they just ended up doing this because we're a bunch of self-entitled whining players that wanted it changed? What's your opinion?
I guess toggle able is fine, or they could combine all the wyverns task together, like spiritual creatures.
Yeah, I was very happy with the change. I didn't really think that we were going to get it as well, because I know that I tweeted it before, and they were pretty set in stone on keeping Fossil Island Wyverns as its own thing, and this is very disappointing at first, but I'm excited now. Not losing 1 point per task like I will have been. Wonder how many points I can't even begin to imagine how many hundreds of fucking points I have lost due to this.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've lost thousands, dude.
God forbid you guys have to do a task that
I
isn't
know,
8
right?
an hour. Unbelievable
All right,
stuff.
well, you see, the issue is I had no idea it was going to be a fucking task when I did that quest. If I would have known, I never would have done it in the first place. All previous things that had
Keep up
been
with stuff.
what?
So it's just because you don't keep up with stuff yet, because they mentioned that before it came out.
I don't keep up with stuff, motherfucker. I keep up with shit. They just update their stuff so goddamn frequently and stuff that it's hard to keep track.
Same, man. I get my news from being on the Hexis podcast.
Same.
That's a bad source.
What? Sleeping on Ice is a reliable source.
Yeah. I'm reading
thought
the
you were
questions
Sleeping on
as they
Ice.
go. Oh yeah, I'm Zoid.
Crap. We gave the game away.
Role
What are you
playing.
talking about, Randy?
Pod, it's your
Go,
turn to talk
go.
about the Fossil Island Wyverns.
Yeah, they definitely should have been combined with wyverns. It's completely stupid. Toggleable. I'll take toggleable anything to get rid of them because I'd probably be like 2k points higher than what I'm at currently if it wasn't like it is now. And yeah,
Yeah, I love a good opportunity to complain about Slayer. The way Slayer is now compared to how it was when it released is absolutely hilarious. Toggling is just another way of saying an extra block. If you consider all the toggles plus the way they've consolidated blocks, etc., we've got like 20 blocks if you think about it. People are doing like 6 tasks and getting away with it because of how many points we get. Things like the consecutive points increases, crap like this. I don't see why we have to curtail to everyone wanting to do like the 5 tasks they want to do and nothing else. I think it'd be welcome if people. I mean, also people complain about like Slayer being all consolidated in one place. You could solve this by not being able to skip so much shit. Make people have to do a task that they don't want to do every now and again. The whole point of Slayer is for it to be diverse, and I don't like I don't like this. It's such a lazy way of curtailing to people. Just say like, oh, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. They should make Slayer great again and nerf the points per task by like 70%. I think people should have to do crap tasks every now and again.
I actually think Duradel should receive a so you know how Neve gets a little point boost for doing the Western Province Elite?
Yeah.
They need to do that to Duradel for the completion of the
No, it's hilarious. You skip trolls now, right?
Well, yeah, but I do 10% of my black demons now.
Yeah, I know, but like this is the thing. Trolls is like a 58k, 60k an hour task, and it's now skippable because it's crap. Like this is insane how fast Slayer has gotten, and like how many tasks are just not good anymore. Like Fire Giants used to be the best task in the fucking game. No one does that anymore.
Wait,
I think it's so silly how you can skip everything. I mean, just like a year and a half ago, Fire Giants were the best task.
Weren't Suqua's best
just
just
before Smoke Devils? I don't think so. But whatever. The point is, people should have to do crap tasks every now and again. It's silly.
Yeah, this is just nifty. Yeah, it would just been nice if they would have been all one wyvern task from the start. Not a lot to say. It's good.
This is just another reason why I'm not doing Slayer until like 1 or 2 years from now. It'll be like 200k or something an hour.
Someone said in the chat, like, yeah, Gyarados should just assign you monsters now.
I probably would have to leave like one task. I just go there and stay there all day.
Randy, was it changed that you have to unlock them now? Because it was that you have them on by default. Let's have them off, basically another block.
What?
How exactly do you do this? Do you unlock them with points, or do you toggle them off with points?
Quests. You unlock it with points. So like
you gotta unlock it now. Like you unlock
the block yet again. Because you could toggle them off 4 points. That they're on by default, but okay.
It should cost 2k points to toggle it off.
Even then it'd still be worth doing.
Yeah,
It
I'd
would
do
be,
it.
yeah.
I've already wasted like 2k points and like 10 mil Slayer XP.
Alright, so swimming will be changed according to the devlog. Swimming will be changed to allow the option to use the XP in one skill instead of two, so you get the XP in just thieving or just agility instead of both of them. So doing this, you'd sacrifice 15% of your XP that you would get, and this would result in swimming losing its uniqueness and in that it multi-skill trains, and it would make swimming the best XP per hour for agility. I mean, like, if you were to only train just agility, it would still be better. I mean, it's already best as it is.
It'd make it very close for thieving too.
Yeah, so swimming getting a huge fucking overhaul. What do you think about the proposed changes to allow you? So like you could still, if you want, you can still get it the XP shared, but this would just give you an option of putting it in one skill. So what are your thoughts on the proposed changes to swimming?
Yeah, I mean they changed it from. I mean it's already overpowered as it is, but the trade-off was that it was such a niche way of training we haven't had before, where like you would do, it was almost like the agility was the bonus XP, but I don't know. It's somewhat niche in the sense that you're training two skills at once, which was good design. It was good. Yeah, with the 15% reduction, it makes it probably around in the ballpark of like 76k agility XP an
Yeah,
hour,
that's what was in the blog.
or something like 280k thieving, if I have it right, something like that. So the agility would be easily the best method, and thieving would be competitive with like duo PP. Yeah, if it was more like 20%, it'd be reasonable, but I still would not like it. I don't see why they have to ruin. I mean, I was obviously a huge proponent of swimming when it came out. I think it's brilliantly designed content. I don't really see why they have to ruin it like this. Swimming's already overpowered. Please don't make it more so. If they do it, they're going to have to nerf it at some point because people are going to complain.
Yeah, I hate it. It's way too overpowered for agility. I think if it was like 25%, it will be like balanced maybe.
I don't really get why they're gonna kill off Brimhaven that they like just made good, and now it's useless and dead.
Because not enough people are swimming. That is the only reason why there are being proposed changes to swimming is because there's not enough people swimming.
Maybe if there was like some nice 3D graphics at a beach with like some nice twin tail girls, I would go swimming.
Well,
But
if they nerfed Artie Knights, maybe more people would go there for thieving.
I don't know about that, man. I don't want my knights nerfed. Besides, the Artie roofs are so great. I'm not gonna do it, but it's still pretty OP.
Artie roofs and Artie Knights are the reason why people are not swimming. Like, I was saying this to Wolf, and like I'm a little disappointed. Like, I really wish that I could knock some sense into him and let him just like. So the issue is not the content, players not swimming. It's not because swimming is poorly designed or anything like that. Like, the issue is not the content, the issue is the player. And swimming is so fucking good and unique and just so well designed that allowing you to train a single skill in it just really ruins the feel for it, because like very unique, you're eventually gonna run out of thieving XP. It's fucking perfect, man. It doesn't need any changes. I hate it.
Yeah, it needs nerf. It should be like 20%. Yeah, I don't know about 25, but yeah, 20% is good. Brimhaven has higher requirements and it's worse. Yeah, nice.
They even said that like they'd be okay with swimming becoming you know, the best agility XP. Like if you were
I
to train it,
think that's
That's so stupid.
yeah, I really don't like it. So I guess we probably should have tried talking about this earlier, but here it is now. Fossil Island Wyverns had their defense level nerfed significantly to try to incentivize people of killing it more often because people are not killing these Fossil Island Wyverns. So what they want to do is to lower the defense levels to make people want to kill them more. Do you think that this is a good way of getting people to start killing it more, or do you think that the drop table for them should have been buffed instead?
They should nerf the defense and make them drop magic seeds. And I don't think only nerfing the defense is going to change much.
Yeah, even if you can cut through them super easy, if they don't have, you know, much reason to do it, people won't do it. So they don't draw good stuff. Fossil Island before it came out, because you know we were supposed to get tons of magic seeds, but that just didn't happen. I don't know if anyone that didn't do them before will do them now with lower defense, but hey, cool.
I don't know. I feel like this is a desperate attempt. I know that they're trying to be very cautious about making. First, I think the team way too overhypes regular wyverns. Regular wyverns fucking stuck in their packed as shit. So I think that they should have just increased the drop. Like they could have left the defense bonus as it is, or their defense levels as it is, and just made the drop table much better. You know, make the drop table like where someone with max combat and max gear could get like about 1 mil GP an hour or 1.2 mil an hour. That's what needs to be upgraded with it, not the defense levels. I do know that yes, lowering the defense levels does make it slightly more GP per hour, but drop table needs a rework, not the defense levels.
What's the GP an hour right now?
Pretty bad.
Like 300k.
I think it's probably closer to like 500, but normal wyverns are at least 700 plus. So
Yeah, maybe 500 if you get like that, whatever that visage is called.
no, that's without. But
I've never even seen that thing in game. Isn't it supposed to be like a magic DFS?
useful in PvP because for PVM it's the same bonus as a Mage Arena book, and it costs like 20 mil more.
I've never seen that item in game.
I've never seen it either. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I can't see anybody going to kill these wyverns because their defense is lowered. Like they have to change the drop table. That's the only way people are going to go and kill them.
I don't see myself getting out of bed to kill these things. Unless I unfortunately got them as a Slayer task, but that ain't gonna be a thing.
What does get you out of bed, Sleep?
Me, I normally crawl out of bed every day.
Yeah.
And get over to the computer and
Yeah.
Okay
Yeah.
then.
RuneScape.
I was talking about like what motivates you to get out of bed, Sleep?
Oh, dude, it's been so cold lately. I just been like snuggled up in my sleeping bag, sleeping for like 12 hours. I don't want to get up.
You sleep in a sleeping bag?
Dude, I got a sleeping bag and I got an AC in my window and like it's still open because it doesn't quite like there's
Are you all
nothing
toasty?
closing. There's nothing closing my window because my AC is still in it.
Oh
So
gosh,
the cold
yeah.
air just comes in when it's like below freezing outside, and I'm just like wrapped there in a little sleeping bag on my bed.
You're in
Trying
a
not to-
sleeping bag on your bed.
Dude, and then when I wake up, I gotta
Sleeping in
like
bag.
I gotta get like my blanket. I turn my heater on. I get a sweater on, and I wrap myself up when I'm freezing still.
There's probably some joke to be made about sleeping on ice here.
Dude,
I can't figure it out.
I'm
Sleeping
fucking
on bag.
sleeping on fucking frozen. Yeah.
Alright, so mushroom woodcutting is going to be having some quality of life changes to it to kind of make it to where you're not taking as much damage as you were, and just some other quality of life updates. They've buffed the XP for these mushrooms twice already. Do you think that it needs to keep getting updated? And what do you think about the quality of life updates for it?
I have no fucking clue what mushroom woodcutting is still. I don't really care. I just want to say, like, how is that a quality of life update? I don't understand how they can claim that. I think we had stuff early in the game which was like.
Let me just stop you there, because
What?
if you don't know how it works, you don't know if it is quality of life or not. Pretty much, there's a monster that fucking
the tar monster that kills you.
Yes.
There's the tar
That's not
monsters,
quality of
there's
life.
the
That's
archaeologists.
That's just making the method easier. That's not. No, quality of life is stuff like making the fucking Edgeville banker work. That was quality
Yeah.
of life because that was fucking stupid. This isn't quality of life. This is just making the content easier. If they want to do it, fine, because no one fucking
it
stops
allows
us.
killers to do it and not get killed.
That's not quality of life either.
Yeah.
It's
you're right,
bollocks
it's
that they
not.
call everything quality of life now. It's like the most
Yeah.
it's the most overused term ever. It's unbelievable.
You
I mean,
imagine
it's-
dying on RuneScape
Man,
because you're AFK. We need random events back.
We still have them.
We need the
I think he means compulsory.
dangerous ones.
Oh,
Like you don't want to see my herb. I'm gonna kill you instead because that's my my path. I haven't heard of mushroom woodcutting, and if it's been doubled twice, the XP.
It has
doubled,
not been
but yeah,
doubled.
buffed.
It's been buffed.
No.
well,
Oh,
I mean,
buffed
from
twice.
release, it was 10%, then 40%. So yeah,
If
it's
it got
been doubled
if it
since
got
release.
buffed twice, and I haven't heard about it, it's probably awful. Yeah. There's no actual reason to do mushroom woodcutting.
I'd like for mushroom woodcutting to get better. If it could become like a maintainable like 130-ish K an hour. Like long term, I think I would do that to 200 mil woodcutting.
Is that AFK?
Not
It's
AFK, but it is kind of low effort. So yeah, for the amount of effort that
it
you
is
put into
low
it,
effort.
I don't know. I don't know if 130k is like appropriate, but I mean, if it is, then yeah, I would certainly do that over 2 tick,
That is
probably.
not good.
But
It's so broken.
it's attested at some points. I'll wait obviously until these updates go through, but yeah, I don't really making it,
Burn it.
more I don't better to use.
I mean, like, you don't get, like, to try to argue some level of balance for it, you don't get any fire making XP from it, which,
That is true. Yeah.
like, as small as that is, it is something. But, alright, so another thing that was in the devlog is adding in a demi-boss to the Varrock Museum with, like, the fossils that you... Pretty much coming out with a demi-boss in the Varrock Museum. The fossils will be used in the same way that totems are used to, like, kill Skatizo. I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
I don't really see where they're going with a demi boss.
Just to
That's
give
probably
some...
gonna
Big
big
old fossil thingy.
Just to add in
100K
another
loot.
pet.
200k new pet. Just
Likely.
seems annoying.
They haven't mentioned that it'll have one, but it probably would.
Oh yeah, it'll have a pet. Most definitely. Just seems annoying.
I don't really care about the boss itself, but why on earth is it in the Varrock Museum?
Because like you get
'Cause you-
kudos and stuff like.
Okay, but then they're gonna have to have some really stupid crap where they say like, if a free-to-play player tries to go down there, they're gonna say like, "Oh, sorry, dude, you're not a member." But then it's a role-playing game, so they have to say like, "Sorry, dude, you're not a good enough adventurer."
I joined the museum.
You already can't go downstairs anyways.
Yeah, well, whatever. But like, I mean, they're gonna have to do some stupid lore crap, like something underneath Varrock has awoken. Why is it not just on the fucking island? It's a stupid place to put it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you give them fossils right now, maybe some of them, I don't know, like still have life in them. It comes up.
Like a
I don't know,
giant
This
man.
isn't
T-Rex.
Jurassic Park, mate.
Hey, I
I don't know. Jurassic
If they add an
Gilmore.
actual T-Rex boss into the game, that would be pretty cool.
Just a
but-
skeletal T-Rex.
Yeah, but nothing to do with these fossils. Like, have it be on its own.
I'm kind of happy with this because, yeah, if you just keep getting fossils, they're pretty much useless because the only thing you can do right now is a really crappy prayer method, and I don't know if they've already buffed it or if they're planning on buffing it in the future. 5 times as much XP, it's still pretty much useless except for, like, I don't know, Iron Man, who want to get the most out of every item that they accumulate.
I don't know. To me, this kind of seems like a very lazy way of repeating what they've done in the past, but just like with different visuals that you're observing while you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it seems just like a very lazy, hey, here's a boss, here's a pet, here's some stuff. I don't really like this idea at all. I like pretty much everything on this Fossil Island devlog besides this demi boss thing. Like ignoring the lore and everything like that, I just like not even factoring that in. I just don't like it.
I just realized you just keep getting fossils from doing stuff on the island, but you can toggle off the whatever they're called in the mining guild expansion. Why can't you just toggle off the fossils? You don't have to make them useful.
Oh.
What are they called? Living minerals?
Yes, I don't remember. The gloves.
The only demi-boss I'm interested in is the one that's going to drop magic seeds in like the farming guild.
They just make it you give them stuff and it's a living.
Alright, so protecting game integrity. This was a very surprise post that came out. And this protecting game integrity. Now, everything that we're going to be talking about in this section is stuff that was posted about, and these are things that will not be pulled. They're taking feedback on it, but these are things that they are going to be doing without a pull. So, first one we're going to talk about is what they're going to be doing is they're going to be adding the starting of Dragon Slayer as a requirement, being able to wield an anti-dragon shield and DFS. This was polled back in 2016 or 2015. 2016. So I think it was June 2016. And it failed to poll back then. I know that we talked about it on the podcast back then. But, you know, gonna be happening now. What do you guys think about it?
So it's not the first time we've had something be polled, fail, and then it's implemented anyway. Because I don't know if there's another example, but the one everyone remembers obviously is 6 hour Guthans. 6 hour methods failed a poll. To be fair, the poll was different. It was polled to be removed, which is I don't know if we've ever had a poll that's like that ever again. We've usually had polls to introduce content, so it's a very strange way of doing it. And also, I feel like it's different to this because that was something where they've made a change about. I mean, you can argue it's definitely game integrity, 6 houring, and it's changing something we don't think players should be doing. And I think that's different to this because they're not changing something. They're not changing something that they think players shouldn't be doing. What they're doing is it's something the players already shouldn't be doing, which is botting, and they're just impeding players who are playing legitimately, perhaps. I mean, it's a very banal example. I think there are very few people who are probably going to kill green dragons who haven't got 32 quest points, but I don't really like the precedent it sets for like other stuff they might do. Because I think some of the other examples, I don't know if we're talking about them, but some of the other examples are more annoying, particularly for limited accounts. I don't really like the whole thing, and I think they could get away with a lot of stupid crap under the guise of protecting game integrity.
Yeah, and something that I think isn't getting any attention is back in 2016 when this was pulled. Weth stated that he thought that adding this was a nice idea, but ultimately like gold farmers and bots are very quick to adapt, and this would not have much impact. Said. And I mean, I think that can be said for every single one of these topics that we're going to be talking about. I think that should be something that should be, thought about every single time, is that like they will adapt to these changes. This For me, I feel like this is
Yeah.
just this is a short term, and we're talking maybe only a few fucking weeks.
I mean,
They
one quick point. For Nightmare Zone floors, how many quest points do you get? Because aren't these bots already doing Nightmare Zone floors to get the levels to do Green Dragons?
No, they're
You'd imagine they have quest points.
no, they're not. They're not doing that. They're killing
What they
fucking
doing?
seagulls.
Seagulls.
You think I'm joking? Go to fucking Port Sarim and go look at motherfuckers killing seagulls down there.
Killing big rats too.
Yeah, like they kill shit like that. They refuse to do quests. I don't know. I don't really like this. I don't really like this idea.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop the bots because bots can can do quests as well, and it's gonna take like 5 or 10 hours to do the quests needed.
I just noticed my alt can't use an anti-fire shield anymore, which is interesting, but I don't plan to use one anyways.
I wonder what kind of
This-
impact this will have on the perceived value of bones. Like, surely they will shoot up in price. Like, even if more people start killing green drags, the price of it's gonna go up quite a bit because people are gonna know that, oh man, it's gonna be harder for people to get this shit. So
But then you also got to remember the worldly rejuvenation. The altar bones will go down from that. So
Yeah.
we'll see where it ends up.
I'm not really too fussed about it. Like, yeah, I guess getting rid of bots is nice. I mean, they're just gonna deploy their own countermeasures, like they always do. So it'll be like a short-term, stop to botting green dragons.
I bet they're already updating their scripts before it goes live.
yeah, I'm sure they are. I do love I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate that they are trying to combat the bots, and handle game integrity. You know, this is what I was saying back when they handled Nightmare Zone the way that they did. But I just don't know. The comment by Weth a year and a half ago is like, they're going to quickly be able to adapt. I don't know. Something about that comment really sticks to me. So another, oh, wait. Oh, I see you sure did change this up, Zoid, on me, didn't you?
It was really stupid before.
I
Alright,
forget what the other ones were.
well, let me just quickly touch on the other ones then, and then we'll just
Oh yeah.
summarize those other ones. So just to bring up the other ones, just so everyone that's watching the podcast later on knows. So box traps, they're going to be adding in quest requirement of Eagle's Peak. They're going to be adding on the Rune Shop at the Mage Arena. You have to do the Mage Arena mini quest. The Rune Shop in the Magic Guild, completion of Hand in the Sand quest. Zap's Staffs, guy that sells battle staffs in Varrock, completion of What Lies Below to do that. Stealing Wine of Zamorak in the Wildy, pretty much you get damaged using Telegrab, and the Mage Training Arena Enchanting Chamber, adding in a magic requirement for the Dragon Stones, which is the best way of getting points. And apparently like doing shit like that is like bottable for like 400k GP an hour, I heard. I don't know. But do you guys have any thoughts on any of those other proposed anti-botting measures, or any measures that they haven't introduced or talked about on there that you would like to see? So what are some other game integrity things you'd like to see them do?
So the two magic ones, the Mages Guild and the Mage Training Arena, I feel like those are the ones that I thought more negatively impacted players. And I don't think they're going to do much to combat anything really. So I think they're pretty stupid. What could they do to have other things? I have no idea. Bring back dangerous randoms.
Yeah.
Although they probably did nothing anyway. I don't know.
It killed me.
Oh, you removed yourself. Okay. So some of them are kind of good. Some are kind of box traps. Yeah, it makes sense because you don't know how to use one from the dude in the quest, but how do you know how to use a bird snare or anything like that? So, but at least they're changing it. So you don't have to actually kill it. You do something else, so you can still be like a pure skiller.
Oh yeah, man, they're nerfing the quest. They're nerfing the quest.
In what sense?
I mean, you couldn't do it without getting combat XP before. Now you can.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't required before, so I don't really care about that.
But yeah, but they're
Nowadays,
actually nerfing a quest.
yeah, I
How
guess
dare
so.
they?
I'm very upset.
I don't know how I feel about the rune shop. So yeah, low level Iron Man. It was really good for them.
You should be very upset because this is going to make the price of runes go up.
As a what?
The price of runes, deaths, bloods.
Yeah, that'd be good for. Well, bloods no, but I think bloods mostly come from people runecrafting them. But deaths, I wouldn't mind if they go up because I just make my own. Magic guilds, Staff makes sense because you interact with him in that quest, and yeah, that's heavily botted. That's also something that's going to impact Iron Man a lot, but I understand that it's heavily botted, and yeah, the not even because it's good money, but the mage trading arena is just really annoying to compete with bots picking up the Dragonstones. So yeah, that's nice. It'll be a cancerous to try to get that done for the diary and whatever.
I like the
else,
Zav staff stuff. Every single day I go on a farm run and I try trading Zav to see like what he has in stock. I've never in my life seen fucking 5 battle staves in stock there. That's got to be like there is a bot in one of those like every 2 minutes in every single world there is a bot buying those staffs. So I do appreciate they're trying to slow down the botting for it. Alright, so another thing that was in this other things that I would like to see, any measures that haven't been mentioned that I'd like to see introduced. I want Arty Knights to be changed in a way, you can keep the XP per hour for Arty Knights the way that it is. That's fine. But you know how like for master farmers, when you try thieving from a master farmer with your inventory full, it tells you like, you can't thieve from him, your inventory is full. I think that they should come out with some kind of shit like that with the Arty Knights. Maybe you steal some buttons or wool or some kind of.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Thank you.
Oh.
You need
You've actually fixed Arty Knights.
Like it would be that simple. It keeps the XP per hour at like the 230k or 240k whatever it is that people are getting from it.
Right now it's 250.
All right, 250k an hour.
You'd have to drop the stuff, so
yeah, exactly.
Yes, you would.
This is the best idea you've ever come up with, and I can't believe you've said it.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got it off of Twitter.
It's yeah, I mean just they could just have little junk, buttons and like this kind of stuff that you'd steal from like hand members.
Nice.
Stuff like that. It keeps the XP per hour, but it also eliminates the whole being able to do it with a wireless mouse on the other side of your house.
Yes, this is good. This is great. Apparently, you stole it from Twitter, but it's still a brilliant idea.
That's what I'd like to see done. Also nerf Nightmare Zone. Half the XP.
Yeah,
have the XP, and also combat should log you out after 5. Like, if you go 5 minutes without interacting with your client, you should be logged out. Doesn't matter if you're in combat or not.
Rage.
Or just remove it. MMK wanted it removed, which is surprising.
So next thing on the game integrity is the dual arena. So what do you think about the mods targeting staking as a problem? They've gone after it in the context of calling it real world trading. Pretty much the like odds stakers. Something that they want to do is let you either set your own stats at the dual arena to eliminate odds stakers, or pretty much you have to stake someone, essentially like a stake value. You have to stake within a certain percentage of your opponent to get rid of Xers. Do you think the proposed changes is a welcome one, or not? And what is your overall opinion of the dual arena and its impact on the game?
I think the dual arena is an awful place, but I don't think it's going anywhere because people are too addicted to gambling. The whole stat changes, how you could set your own stats, that would help with so many people asking me, hey yo Sleep, can you take my money and stake it for me? I don't seem to have all the 99s yet, but I'm either quitting this game or doubling my bank and then selling it, which is a lot of people
That's
do
pretty
that.
unhealthy. Just quit if
Yeah.
you want to quit. Don't do that.
Yeah, you don't have to
The
stake
only
your
reason to do that if you want to sell your gold before you quit.
Yeah, like so many people use the dual arena to world trade. It's
More like an excuse to quit RuneScape.
like, hey man, I just made like 20 bill. Why would I still play when I can sell it?
Or it's I have no money. Why am I gonna play this game?
Well, yeah. I think it's just a bad place overall.
Zoid, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a bad place. I don't see why people go there, but again, I don't see why people who do go there should be punished for doing what they like to do. Especially like X's have, like, you know, they've gotten an advantage. They found a way to get an advantage, and Jagex says it's not fucking fair that they have an advantage. I think that's hilarious.
No, I don't think it's the advantage. I think it's that a lot of people that do that happen to real world trade. There's not a lot of just normal people that do it.
Well, okay, but what if there is a guy who just likes to X stake? Why should he be punished?
I mean, he doesn't have
He's
to
not
change
Everyone
necessarily
X-staking
going to
is
be
doing it
punished.
just to make money and
He'd
sell
absolutely
it.
be punished
Well, you're
because
saying
he wouldn't be able to
you're saying
X
everybody.
stake.
You're saying everybody, exactly, be punished. Yeah. What if I just want to go X stake? You're saying I fucking can't because other people are real world trading. I don't see how that's fair.
Maybe if it's like a super extreme X, but like just a subtle one. No.
Why can't I go and
Hey.
an X 20 bill, Abra?
Isn't it
True.
an option to set your stats though? Like you don't have to do it.
No,
Yeah, but why should
the
you
other
remove the option? Why should you remove the advantage that X's have?
Yeah, the other thing is that
Because you're
it's going to
taking
be
advantage of people who are
Taking
desperate
advantage.
for a
I
stake.
don't like
it's
this
not
baby
taking advantage.
crap.
They're choosing to do it.
Well, if you're sitting there trying to get a big stake and you can't find anybody, but there's that dude
Then just
spamming like,
leave.
Yeah.
I really
one-
love the idea of Xers. I don't give a shit that they are all out there real world trading. Like, the Xers are out there, like, it is an idiot tax if you go out there and stake against them.
Exactly.
Like, that
We all don't
is-
get scammed because we got scammed in 2005 when we didn't have idiot taxes. When we had idiot taxes, sorry. Like, if
Yeah.
you continue to baby people, they're just going to get scammed the next time when the new scam comes out.
Yeah, I mean,
Let people get scammed the first time.
and I mean, it's not even like they're getting scammed; they're just getting taken
No, they're not.
advantage. And they're
It's a
just
house
getting
rules
taken
thing.
advantage of. And I mean, Xers, yeah, like it's essentially an investment. Like if you put, 500 mil on an Xer account and you just did like 1 to 50 mil X's, that way it is very statistically unlikely that you would run out of money on that account. It is an investment, and it is guaranteed profit over a long period of time. So that shit, to me, like, I'm fine with these Xers being in the game. Having an idiot tax is very important.
Yep. And then, yeah, it's that plus if you want to punish real world trading, punish real world trading. Don't punish staking. Just because a lot of people who stake real world trade. I mean, I saw a lot of people replying to mods suggesting things like just like taxing a certain amount of the money that is staked and crap like that. I think it's so stupid to suggest things like that. I don't see why.
Why is
Like,
that?
if people want to, okay, so like people don't like staking, and there are people saying like, oh, please nerf the dual arena. I keep going there and losing all my money. No, if people want to go fucking waste all their money, they should they shouldn't have the net to catch them when they do stupid things. I think I think the staking is very
the
destructive,
ability,
but people should be allowed to do it.
ability to toggle off being able to stake, that was discussed.
Yeah, exactly. It's this whole it's this whole babying thing. I don't like it.
Yeah.
RuneScape's a game where you should be able to do what you fucking like.
It's like real life. Like you can't just toggle like going to the casino. Like
Oh man, it's
banned from there.
It's
You
a
can do
very
shit.
fun
yeah,
political
just
discussion.
pretend like you know how to count cards and get yourself banned from every casino.
You're getting more than banned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, most US states have like gambling's illegal, right? It's kind of the same idea. Like people can't be trusted. But that's a very political discussion, which I assume the Hexis podcast doesn't want to host.
You know,
I think it's
I
because they
like
don't
that
want
there is
casinos
a
making money.
I like that there is a staking community. Like there's more stakers than there are PvPers.
You mean PKers?
Yep, absolutely. Why should we ruin the staking community? Why
Like,
should we ruin their fun?
I feel like a lot of the changes to the duel arena recently, you know,
Yeah, but
like
you're not
adding in all
ruining
these,
stake, you're
like
just
adding
ruining
in the
Hexis.
adding in the interfaces, being able to see your opponent's inventory, your opponent's gear.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, like that's some real good shit. I don't really like the set your stats to whatever you want, or you have to stake within a certain percentage of this other guy. I don't like that, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys okay with all these game integrity things being implemented without a poll? Do you guys think that this is kind of in the same ballpark as the 6-hour Guthans and splashing, which was changed after failing a poll? I mean, I do appreciate that they are taking feedback for it, and I think that they're going to tweak these results, or I'm sorry, tweak the changes that they want to make based on the feedback they get, and hopefully they make the right decision with everything that they do. But I mean, even though I'm complaining, I don't give enough praise for when they do kind of take things into their own hands in a situation like this. I would like to see them do game integrity things more often. That's why I want to see them do some changes to RD Knights, do some changes to other shit like that. Yeah, I'm alright with it. I'd encourage it. I want to see more of it in the future.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. It doesn't really affect me that much. Like, it's not gonna make me want to quit the game or anything like that. So, keep them coming. Get rid of the bots and shit.
Yeah, I mean, the RD Knight thing Randy brought up is a great example. It makes me kind of torn on the whole idea because I think I kind of said it in the answer to the first question, but I think they could do a lot of stupid crap under the guise of game integrity, but there are definitely some good things they could do, but I don't know if the good could outweigh the potential bad. I don't really like things being unpolled in general, though.
I actually think they could do with polling less things, you know, like obviously balancing and whatever you want to call it, game integrity, like botting stuff. Yeah, I think that stuff just shouldn't be polled. Just do it as long as, you know, you're doing the right thing. Happy with all this?
Yeah, I pretty much agreed with all of it. They had some nice updates.
Alright, so they gave us an informational update this week that Old School Mobile, I think the beta will be planned for release in January. You know, what do you guys think you're gonna do most on mobile when it does come out?
We had this question last time.
Did
Yeah,
we?
We had
Yeah,
this
we
exact
did.
I
question.
know that we have had this question in the past. I don't know if we had this on
Yeah,
the
so
last
pretty
one.
We had it 3
Yeah,
weeks ago.
pretty much,
Exactly the same.
yeah, it's only important to really mention, yeah, that there's a post, so y'all can go read it. The beta should be out in January.
Boycott Randy.
Alright,
Yeah,
skip the question. Just to let you guys know.
yeah. There's a little piece of news there, you guys.
Redwoods and agility.
Alright,
Probably the most
so
popular.
still though on the topic of Old School Mobile, so I know a guy that talked to Matt K, and Matt K said, you know, like based on like the statistics, analytics, and marketing team, they're expecting after the release of Old School RuneScape, 700,000 new players to play at some point in the first couple months. What do you think about that estimate that they have? You think it's a little high, a little low? And how do you think it would impact the game if, shit, even 10% of those people became daily players?
I think that's way too high of a estimation. I don't know. I feel like RuneScape hasn't been that good in the market of like advertising. Like I don't know how people are gonna find out about RuneScape Mobile. Like
Whoa,
that many people.
let me stop you there because I think that mobile update, like when they first announced mobile, I had like fucking 15 people text me asking about that.
Wow, 15. No way. Is that close to 700,000?
That's all right. 10 of these motherfuckers didn't even know that old school RuneScape was a fucking thing. One of them was some chick that has never even played the game in her fucking life. How does she know about it? I think they've
And
done
most people are contacting you because
Yeah,
they
it was
know
going on
you put
Facebook.
like 10,000 hours into RuneScape. So
It-
of course they're gonna come running to you.
They've done a great job with the advertising of the game. I think 700,000 is a little bit too much. I would be fucking terrified at that amount. Like if 700,000 people
Not all
start
at once.
Oh no, not all at once, but I'm just saying like if 700,000 people new people start playing this game on a weekly basis, we are all fucked.
Yeah, it's a lot more people.
Do your Bibles now.
I don't know. It feels like a lot. I can kind of understand it, but it seems very, very optimistic of a number to want to achieve. I don't know. I think that the numbers will go up. When mobile does get released, they need to come out with about 30 free to play worlds on like the first few weeks of it being out, because think of how many, seriously, like there will be tens of thousands of people that do start playing though, and they're obviously going to be free to play. So those free to play worlds are going to be fucking packed. They need to come out with a whole lot of mobile, or I'm sorry, just worlds for mobile.
I could easily see 700,000 people. For context, it kind of depends what they mean by players, because I could easily see 700,000 people or more just logging in and doing half of Tutorial Island and never doing it again.
That
Like if they
would
count that as a
count.
player, I could easily see that.
Yeah, that would count as a new player.
Okay, so yeah, I could easily see that and more. I think you really misunderestimate like the nostalgia people have for it. Like, Unilad is a pretty popular, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. They're a Facebook page. I was going to call them a journalistic outlet, but they're not. They're a Facebook page, and they made a post. Like tag all your old RuneScape buddies and crap like that. And RuneScape is something that's very like everyone's heard of it. At least if you grew up around the same time as we did. Like, I could easily see people just logging in and fucking trying it. I think it's gonna be very popular in the App Store.
Do you think that they need to come out with a piss load of worlds to
Yeah.
like in preparation? How many worlds do you think they should have for the release? Because of everyone that starts playing it will be free to play.
Another 20 or so. I mean, the free-to-play worlds aren't particularly popular as it is, right? I never really look at them.
Not really.
So I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I mean,
How many have we got?
they get more than you think. Like if you exclude the total level worlds, there's like 800 people, 700 people on each world. That's a good
Okay.
fucking amount.
Never mind. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I don't know. 30 worlds, free to play worlds they need to have ready.
Yeah, they can always scale it back, but yeah, they should definitely be super prepared for that, because yeah, that's a lot of people. I don't know if that's the right number, but it seems like a lot. So it's worrying for the people that currently play to not have to compete way too much more suddenly.
If 700 new players come and actually make it to the Grand Exchange, I'm hoping the old trimming armor and stuff like that comes back, because that'll be hilarious.
Oh yeah, because they'll always be
Exactly.
new players, and that idiot tax will always be there for them.
Yeah, like hey man, you got some room? I'll trim it for you. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
All right. So this is just a question I wanted to throw in. I bought Rigger earlier this week. And regarded it within an hour of the purchase. I regretted making it. So so you guys can help me feel better about myself. Tell me some purchases you've made in RuneScape that you almost immediately regret doing.
What was the price though?
I got it at 59, I think. I know that it's already dropped
Yeah,
down
so
to.
I've probably made other things I just can't remember, but yeah, I bought Rigger because I just happened to have the money. I really wish at this point I didn't. I only used it for Calphite Queen tests because I was going for the pet. 160 mil. So I didn't get a lot of use out of that. That was a really bad decision.
I bought Ancestral, and I shouldn't have. It was a very silly thing to buy. It's barely worth it for. It's only worth on Smoke Devils, and basically isn't worth it on the depreciation alone. So that was a silly buy. And about a year ago, I banked about 800k cannonballs at like 230 each.
Yeah. Alright.
So that was a very silly purchase too. And I'm one of the few people left that money matters to. So very upsetting.
Now, I don't regret buying Rigger because I bought it when it was new, but I also did 800 kill count at raids, but I paid 300 mil for it. Dude, I don't regret it one bit. I used that so much, and I ended up with like 5.
Sleep.
Dude,
This question is about things you do regret, though.
no, I just wanted to say that because I
He's
wanted
just
to
putting
talk
it-
about Rigger.
Well, save it for the question
No,
about things that you bought.
I regret buying a fucking Broodoo mask one time because it wouldn't buy, and I put like fucking 20 mil in, and it bought for 10. Dude, I wanted a fucking Broodoo mask.
Can you
now,
imagine that guy's shock when he saw that
Yeah,
some idiot
like, hey,
some idiot bought a Broodoo mask for 10 mil?
Yeah, and that's why I wear a Broodoo mask around now and then. I don't even have my Broodoo mask because I lent it to Kindy, and she hasn't given it back yet.
Kendall stole your Broodoo mask.
Yeah, she fucking has it.
No one banana on Hexis.
Every time I ask for it back, she's like not on or doing something, or I can't make it there. I don't know. I want my mask back.
I bought Rigor as well for my Brutals alt, and I hate PVMing, so I only have like 200 kills in a month.
How much did you buy it for?
It was 65 mil.
Not too bad.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, I regret buying Rigger as well. I paid 114 mil for it. I also paid 36 mil for Augury, and
I got mine for like 15.
I barely used either of these. Like I did a little bit of Zora. I think I did some like fire capes when I was going for Jad Pet, but for the most part, it was a complete waste of my money. I lost probably like 100 mil on Ancestral, like 30 mil on the Imbued Heart. I've lost money on a lot of things.
I lost a lot of money on Ancestral, but I don't regret buying it just because I use that shit every single day, all the time, and by the time I'm done with it, I will have used it for more than 1,000 hours. Like, it will have been well worth all the money that I lost on. Fuck Rigger. All right. Want to congratulate the winner of the OS Buddy Pro. The last podcast. YouTube username OSRSY2K. Just send me a message on YouTube, and I don't know if it was a year or 6 months or however long it was that I was giving away, but just send me a message and I will give to you the your winnings. So for this podcast though, to qualify, going to be giving away, I don't know. Someone pick a number.
13.
26.
For 13
30.
months, we're going with Sleep. He was first. 13 months of OS Buddy Pro. which is like a $40 like a $40 fucking value.
Oh, you have to comment, keep sleeping on ice warm this winter.
Aww. How precious.
Nah. No overriding this. So as you guys notice, Aubrey was not on this podcast. He is probably retired from the podcast. So what we're looking to do is to get a new regular on the podcast. So what you guys got to do, all you got to do to enter is be a subscriber on YouTube. Leave a comment on this video of who you would most like to see as a Hexis member. Which Hexis member you would most like to see become a regular on the podcast?
Sleeping on ice.
Whoa.
So
Yes, on me.
all right. So just to close out the podcast here, we're coming up on a little bit over approaching 2.5 hours. But just talk about what you guys have been up to during the podcast and what your plans are moving forward. For me, just been slaying the entire time. Got 84 mil Slayer. Working between that and agility. Gonna be getting 99 hit points on the pier this week. Trying to do diaries on the alt I'm maxing. And working on a void account in Nightmare Zone.
So I went to sleep at 4:30 and got up at 9:30. So I've just been in Nightmare Zone on both accounts. But pretty much I've been in Nightmare Zone on the main, and on the alts I've been trying to get 1750 total for when I go to Slayer, and I've been doing a whole fuck ton of quests, getting ready for Dragon Slayer 2 when that comes out. Try to take advantage of Wrath runes and maybe do some Vorkath, whatever, I don't know. So that's just do Nightmare Zone on both accounts, and I've been speedrunning some Sparrow, so that's been pretty cool.
I've been killing Cerberus this podcast, and my current plans are to go for the Cerberus pet, and in the long term go for Silver Star in Totus.
Me, besides being pretty cold, just been looking for things to Photoshop and doing some cooking because I've been up for a long time, and instead of going to sleep, I decided to just stay awake and make it to the podcast. And I'm probably not going to go to sleep after because I don't want to go to sleep now.
He's so sleepy.
Yeah. I might play some Overmeme.
I have been doing RT rooftops, and I
For 100 hours?
I just did my 8K marks, and yeah, I will be here the next 4 months or 5 months.
Are you gonna let that Marks of Grace stack go all the way up till 200 mil, or are you gonna redeem it before?
I'm gonna keep the marks. Like, I should end up with like 67K marks.
Good money.
Quite a bit, yeah.
I've been doing Slayer. I'm not really sure what I plan to do in the future. Just do whatever I feel like. Probably either a gathering skill, crafting, or Slayer.
Do you want to be Slayer partners?
No.
Why'd you keep saying no?
Because you're the one who wants to get like 20k Slayer XP per hour.
I get 28.5k Slayer XP an hour.
If I do Slayer, I'll be your partner.
Nice. I look forward to it.
Every DAG task at DKs though.
Yeah, we can do our DKs.
No, I solo.
Well, what's the point of being partners if we don't do things for sleep?
Social Slayer, man.
Just DKs.
Okay, well.
As you can tell, I muted them motherfuckers. Next podcast will be in about like 2 weeks or so. Follow us on Twitter at Hexis. Follow me on Twitter at Randalicious RS for updates on when the podcast is going to be. Check out our merch store. You can find the link for that in the bio. on Twitter, as well as in the description of this YouTube video. So, thank you everyone to watching. Next podcast be in a couple weeks. See